How we doing today, guys? Got a new event going on. It's called the Mischievous Black Mage. The event is for Palom, who is from Final Fantasy IV. You may recall in my last video that I thought it was weird that they would release another character from the Final Fantasy IV series instead of using maybe a different character. Just because we just got Kain, which is also from Final Fantasy IV. Anyways, the event draw is for Palom, Edge, and Vanille. Edge got a buff up. They increased his shock ability from 5 uses to 7 uses, and they also increased his what was it called? Smoke screen from 1 use to 2 uses. And it also gives you a buff. I don't remember what the buff is called. I'm sure I can find it on here though. Emblem's teaching. It raises your max brave and attack for that character. As far as weapons go, this one has all 3 people's 15 and 35 CP weapons. The Fairy Rod for Palom. Increased brave damage for dual cast. Mysidian Ice Crystal gets an additional use. Increased brave damage, increased effective duration of Dark Wisdom, and dual cast from 2 turns to 6 turns. Mysidian Ice Crystal Plus, increased brave damage, increased effect and duration of Dark Wisdom, dual cast from 3 turns to 8 turns. Mysidian Ice Crystal Plus Plus, increased brave damage, increased effective and duration of Dark Wisdom, and dual cast from 4 turns to 10 turns. Upon use becomes Great Mysidian Ice Crystal, Great Mysidian Ice Crystal, Ice Element Magic Brave Attack followed by an HP attack. The Dark Wisdom buff gives you more max brave. That's a lot of things. The Ashura is for Edge. It gives you an additional use for Smoke Screen, so now you can use 3. Increased brave gain, increased duration of evasion up 5 from 1 turn to 2 turns. Increased effect of Emblem's teaching, increased duration of Emblem's teaching from 2 turns to 6 turns, inflicts lock on all enemies for 1 turn. The Hunter's Rod, we've had this one before, increases Dispel from 1 target to all targets, removes 3 buffs instead of 1, and grants 80% of Stone Brave to the party. No, the Mysidian Rod, which I thought was weird because that's Mysidian Ice Crystal by the Fairy Rod. The Mysidian Rod, which increases Bluff. The Brave Attack Plus, increased brave damage, increased turn rate. Bluff, 1 additional use, increased turn rate, increased effect and duration of Dark Arts from 2 turns to 6 turns. Increased duration of Brave Attack from 2 turns to 6 turns. Bluff Plus, increased turn rate, increased effect and duration of Dark Arts and Brave Attack Plus from 3 turns to 8 turns, and Bluff Plus Plus, increased turn rate and increased effect and duration of Dark Arts and Brave Attack Plus from 4 turns to 6 turns. Dark Arts raises attack. The others you should already know, so I'm not going to go over those. I do have some tickets. I have 1 ticket. Let's go ahead and burn it, see what I can get. Obviously nothing useful. I'm kind of sad that they didn't release the other character. Palom comes with, I think it's his twin sister or something, who's also a mage, but she's a healer, where he's a black mage. It would have been kind of cool for them to release them together, because they're always together. Holy crap, that's freaking funny. If you go over to the enemies, you can actually see the bomb has the X and the circle drawn on them. That's actually quite hilarious. That is funny right there. We're actually fighting bombs that have the drawing on them. I figured that would just be for the cutscene. I do apologize, guys. I am a little under the weather. Walker's really blaming Yuffie for this? Now that I don't have to sit here and press every single button. And that's another thing that's weird. They just released a dark person, and he's a dark crystal as well. I'm sorry, black crystal. They just released Kane, who is black crystal. Now they're releasing Palom, who's also black crystal. Like, I'm maxed out almost on blue and white. I'm getting there on green. So why release another one that's black? This is probably one of my favorite things that they did right here. Is you can just go all the way to the bottom, select the last one, and you learn everything. Instead of having to do it one by one. That was annoying. I'm glad they did change that. Ooh, what's that? That looks pretty cool. Jesus Christ, 134 files? Those actually look kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'll only be going all the way to the level 50 quest and knocking that one out. And then I'll come back probably tomorrow and do the level 70 quest. Well, if I can hit the dude. There we go. Oh, Vivi made a new friend. How cute. Vivi's no longer alone. The bombs still have doodles all over their faces. It's funny. So far, he's fun to play. I wonder what he's like when you actually have him like fully leveled up. You have his weapons and stuff like that. All right, last one, guys. I had a little bit of difficulty there at the end, but pulled through. And there is the co-op and the EX there, which I will do another time. Collect all my things here. So the highest you have to get to 24K in the EX. As far as all this, you can look for yourself. I'm glad that they give the crystals now with the events. Like, you can actually get the shards, crystal and clutters now by spending tokens to allow you to level up your crystal level for that character. Obviously, I don't need any blue crystals. The red crystals I could use just to finish off Kuja, but I'll eventually get all of them back to 50-50. Akuja's only level 48, and he's 33, I think is what level I was able to get him to. So, I'll definitely get them back up there. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. I'm just going to go do my Psycho Quest and probably just work on farming some other things, trying to get my Chocobo and Sylph up to level 20. Anyways, make sure you like and subscribe to the video. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. And I will see you next time on Final Fantasy. You guys have a great night.